The recession of 2008 has changed the way investors are choosing to manage their wealth. Rather than trusting in large brokerage firms, many savvy investors are choosing to build relationships with highly trained wealth management professionals who understand their specific needs and can offer comprehensive solutions.
Well, I think that the financial crisis has reminded all investors that nest eggs are vulnerable. And as a result, we've all become a bit more cautious about who we choose to manage our money. And I think all investors also want more input into that process. They want to do business with investment managers who will listen to their needs and be aware that their life savings are not something that they can afford to lose.
With so many options available, how can you select the best advisor to manage your finances? Is it better to choose a large, well-known investment firm? Or can a regional financial institution serve your needs just as well, if not better? Seaside National Bank and Trust is relationship-focused. Each customer is assigned their own financial advisor to partner with them and help them create a unique management plan for their private and commercial banking needs, as well as wealth management and insurance. Our advisors don't push investment products, just objectively suggest solutions based on each person's specific needs.
There are differences between the larger and smaller financial institutions that are important to think about. I think the key difference from my experience is that the larger firms tend to manufacture their own family of mutual funds, known as proprietary funds. And when this is the case, the firms encourage their advisors to strongly consider the utilization of those funds in the implementation of strategies. Obviously, there's a profit consideration that occurs there that's just important for the customer to keep in mind.
So you just always have to wonder, is the fund that's being recommended to you based on your best interest or in their best interest?
When selecting an investment advisor, I think the first important criteria is that they have the technical knowledge, the expertise to evaluate investments and investment managers. But I think the second part is equally important. That is that they should not have any conflicts of interest involved in that process. In other words, they should not have a pre-existing relationship with either the vehicle or the manager selected.
Well, I think that you'll find that the advisors at a boutique financial firm tend to be more neutral and unbiased in their recommendations. So when they recommend a certain mutual fund, an exchange-traded fund, a stock, or a bond, that's going to be in your best interest because they're not getting any profit off of that fund. So in this way, they're looking out for you and not themselves.
The financial professionals at Seaside National Bank and Trust personally know their clients and their families, as well as their businesses. That close relationship is why Seaside offers the best solutions to their clients' needs and helps them achieve their unique financial goals.
We have the ability to integrate banking services and other financial services with wealth management. Secondly, we can afford to spend the time with a customer to find out what it is that they really want their money to do. It's the most important question we can ask them.
That's why more investors like Julie and Kirby Thompson are finding regional financial companies can actually serve their wealth management needs better than a large brokerage firm.
Well, I think the relationship that Julie and I have with Cheryl and Missy goes beyond banking, and for me, being out of town and traveling a lot with my career, it's important for me to have somebody that Julie felt comfortable with to contact, to have her needs taken care of while I was out of town, and Cheryl and Missy absolutely fulfill all of those for us.
It's been wonderful for me to be able to pick up the phone and call someone and know who's at the other end, have their personal cell phone number, and feel comfortable to ask any questions. And really, Cheryl and Missy have taken the time to explain things to me that no other banker ever has in the time that we've dealt with personal wealth management.
In our service model, each client has a single point of contact, a client advisor, and they quarterback the entire relationship. So the client doesn't have to call around the bank in order to find what they need. They can go to one person, and that person can access all the resources required to meet the customer's needs.
They've gained our trust, they've performed well, and from our perspective, done everything that we could have asked a wealth management provider to do for us.
I think that we are better able to serve our clients than some of the larger banks because Seaside exists. It was created to bring service back to banking to bring a higher level of care to the customer than the alternatives.
One size definitely does not fit all when it comes to investment advice. It's very important for a client advisor, a financial advisor, to truly understand the family and the family members and what that family's specific objectives are, their goals, their aspirations, and how they envision the money's working for them moving forward through their lives.
We're often asked, what would you do with $1 million if I gave it to you to manage? The answer is we don't know. We have to understand what are your goals, what is your risk tolerance, and then we have to craft a specific financial plan just for you.
Seaside National Bank and Trust, where your best interest is our best interest. For more information, visit us online at seasidebank.com.